What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the Texas Rangers report. And in this video, we are going to be discussing, should the Texas Rangers trade for former Ranger and current Yankee Joey Gallo? So if this is your first time watching the Texas Rangers report, make sure to subscribe right now because I'm your #1 source for all things Texas Rangers related on YouTube. But also, if you just like MLB content, make sure to subscribe as well. But about 5 hours ago or so, Jon Heyman caused a stir with a rumor that the Yankees were looking to trade Joey Gallo, and that doesn't come as a surprise. They're a first place team that has hopes to win the World Series, and their starting left fielder in Joey Gallo really hasn't been producing at all for them, and I would expect them to try to acquire Andrew Benintendi. I have heard rumors about Brian Reynolds, but that just doesn't make sense. So it would make sense to try to recoup some value for Gallo while you can. But does this make sense for the Rangers? Obviously, a long-time Ranger in Gallo. I think the fans would love to see this trade happen. But does this make sense? Let's go over the pros and the cons. So starting off with the pros, Gallo could turn his season around, and he could help the Rangers. Even though we have slim playoff chances, if he turns his season around, that would help the Rangers. So maybe we could reach the playoffs with him. However, that is super unlikely, so I'm not really banking on us making the playoffs. And we will have a spot in the lineup with Garver going to go on the IL after this Twin series. He's going to hit the 60-day IL because he is going to get the surgery to repair his elbow. That way he is ready for opening day next year. So we will have a spot in the lineup, and you could argue to say, oh, that you could replace him with Steven Duggar, or just call up Sam Huff or Ezekiel Duran. However, you could also make arguments the other way that maybe you want Ezekiel Duran and Sam Huff to just get a full season in AAA to get those regular ABs and the regular development. And if Joey Gallo is clicking, he is a better player than Steven Duggar and the two others I mentioned as well. However, Gallo is a fan favorite, so he could easily help sell tickets. He would be a guy that fans would want to see. I know a decent amount of you guys on the channel don't want Joey Gallo because of his strikeout numbers, but you can't deny the fact that a majority of the Texas Rangers do love Gallo. So maybe more jersey sales could happen, but I think a lot more people would come to the games. Another pro is that we can get Gallo on the cheap. One, because New York is already in the luxury tax, and two is because Gallo, you get him for half a season and he's been performing terrible. The hope would be that Gallo finds himself back in Texas, a place where he's comfortable, a place he's shown he can succeed, and you get the Gallo of old, and maybe you could work out some sort of extension with him. I think that'd be amazing. Do I think it is likely? No, but there is a scenario you could see because, like I said, Garver will be gone, so you do have a spot in the lineup, and I think it'd just be cool to get Joey Gallo back. And like I said, I think Joey Gallo could really use a change in scenery because it's not like he's just been a scrub in the major leagues. He's been a productive player. It's just in New York, things haven't gone that well, so we'll see. I know the Padres are interested in him as well because AJ Preller is the GM and he likes to go after a lot of Rangers prospects, but we'll just see how this thing goes on. But I definitely think that Gallo will no longer be a Yankee after the July 31st trade deadline. Now, going on to the cons, do I think this is likely? Not really. I think the Padres have a better chance of landing Gallo, mainly because they're actually in contention, and Gallo would actually be an upgrade over the outfielders that the Padres currently have. And the second reason why I don't think this is likely or it's a con is because we'd have to go a prospect for a player that can easily walk in free agency next year. And yes, we all know Gallo never wanted to leave Texas, and he could easily sign some sort of extension. However, his agent is still Scott Boras. That's not changing. So Boras likes to always take his clients to free agency, and I don't know if things would be different this time around, even though Gallo has underperformed. But what's the point of giving up a prospect on Gallo when he could walk and sign with the Reds or the Padres or the Pirates, anywhere in free agency? Why not wait and not trade for him and maybe sign him in the offseason, or just maybe reconsider your options. But what would a deal look like for Joey Gallo? So obviously he's underperformed, and I'm assuming whoever acquires him would eat a majority of his contract, which is $10 million, because the Yankees will want to shed majority of that salary since they are in the luxury tax. And I bet if you send over Trevor Hauver, who we got in the Gallo deal last year, I think that would get a deal done, mainly because the Yankees are familiar with Hauver and they'd probably take whatever they can get to recoup some value. However, I think Hauver is a little too expensive in my opinion. Like I said, I do think I'd get that deal done. Let me know what you think. I'd rather send somebody like Thomas Sagasi, but that's neither here or there. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Personally, I think I would trade for Joey Gallo if you didn't have to give up too much. I don't think Trevor Hauver is too much. I'd just rather throw in somebody of a lesser name like Thomas Sagasi. Getting Gallo, hopefully you get his old form, because we all know what he can do when things are clicking. Yes, he is a streaky player, but the upside is tremendous. And like he said, he wanted to be in Texas. So hopefully that could spark fans to go to more games, maybe sell some more jerseys, and maybe just get Joey Gallo comfortable and a change of scenery. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. That would definitely make things interesting in the position player group for next year if you were to keep him, because it was already going to be crowded with Ezekiel Duran, Josh Smith, Josh Young, Adolis Garcia. We don't know what's going to happen to Leody Taveras. And then you got that whole catcher situation, catcher slash first base. But the thing is, you're adding major league talent for a fringe minor league prospect. So if you were to extend him, then I'm all for that, because you never know if these guys are going to pan out, and we know what Joey Gallo can do. And if it doesn't pan out, whatever, at least you tried. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.